you are always on ground when it comes to so many elections. But there's something peculiar about the Senegal election we have just seen. Yeah. Tell us, in your own view, what really is peculiar about this election that we have seen?
I think there are three reasons why Senegal was very peculiar. It was peculiar because, one, the candidate was a young person, yes, in his 40s, but this was a country that almost, you know, got captured by a dictatorship, and not military dictatorship, but, you know, Macky Sall was a democratically elected president, but decided he wanted to upturn the constitution to extend his term of office. But this young Faye, who came out of prison, you know, 10 days to the elections and won the elections. It was quite remarkable. It's remarkable because this was an election won by young people. The young people of Senegal were very active. And I say that today, they've made a bold statement that you can't take young people for granted anymore if you are a serious democracy. And those young people of Senegal who went out in large numbers, you know, to cast their vote because they wanted to reclaim their country from unconstitutionalism and also reclaim the state, you know, from the predators that tend to have held the state hostage. And thirdly, it was significant because we are in a region with the highest cases or incidents of unconstitutional changes of government, manifesting as democratic backsliding in its form. But here we are, you know, despite the military coups within the Sahel, you have Senegal standing tall and reclaiming its leadership, you know, as a leader in democracy. So it is actually a good time, a good day for democracy, and we look forward to his inauguration tomorrow. And post his inauguration, how the promise of national reconciliation, of fixing, you know, infrastructure, creating jobs, and also ensuring that institutions deliver. But I love their Afrocentric approach. And you know, Faye and Sonko, you know, believe so much in Pan-Africanism. And as a student, you know, of Pan-Africanism, I am very delighted that they are actually looking at African solutions, and not just Senegalese, you know, solutions, but African solutions to fixing the governance issues in Senegal.
Wow. That's a lot. It's a lot on their shoulders, you know, looking at them coming in.
That's right. I totally agree, because if you look at the economy in Senegal, it's also undergoing depression. There's a lot of jobs that were lost, unemployment. There's also, you know, issues relating to economic inequality. But the promise that Sonko and Faye, and well, let's say Faye, who is now the president, was they were going to bring the country back to the path of economic progress. And so they have the goodwill of Africans in different parts of the world. We understand President Tinubu is also going to be present at the inauguration, based on a statement released not too long ago. So it's a celebratory mood for Africa's democracy, and in particular West Africa. So they have a lot of responsibilities on their shoulders, and I have no doubt, given the history of Senegal, and it's a history of active citizenship, is a history of political leaders that have performed in office. I have no doubt that they will perform. But it's going to take an active citizenry. It's going to take institutions functioning optimally to hold Faye, you know, to the promises that they've made.
I agree.